Hello YouTube, this is Jerry D in Tennessee. Just thought hadn't made a video in a while, and the market's been down, so there's not been a whole lot going on. I've just been watching stuff, but I'm going to talk about some stuff about SHIB. The price is up tonight. This is Friday, February 3rd, 2023. And SHIB is, right now, there's a spike going on. It's been hovering around 1112. And it's jumped up to 14 now. The high was 1469. Now, I'm thinking this is going to go up, but it's been on a slow path up over the past month. If we go back to I don't know if it's going to let me do it that way. No, here's what I'm doing wrong. Let's do this. Bam. Okay. So if you look at the past month of January, all of January, it's been on a slow climb going up, and it's still going up. So when in doubt, move out. But if you look at it on a daily basis, it looks like it's trading sideways. But if you look at it for the whole month, I mean, we're up for the month, and it's still climbing. And I expect it to continue the climb. So there's been news, have been hints around about Shibarium coming out around February 14th. Unification is involved with this whole project. Unification, I'm not going to talk about who Unification is and what they've got going on, but they are heavily involved with Shibarium coming out. As you can see, right here's one of their partners, and I think this Unification is I believe they are tying the different blockchains together, the different the exchanges where you can purchase crypto. I think they're trying to be the middle person on this. I'm not sure. I need to do some research, so I can't say for sure. That's just my thoughts. It's not exactly what it might be, but that's just the way it looks like to me. Because as you can see, you've got all this other stuff going on with it in the center, with this symbol in the center. So maybe they're a merchant company like, your Visa and MasterCard people, but they're for crypto. But anyway, as you can see, Shibarium is a partner. Hold'em Heroes, Yellow, Unix Gaming, Revest, Shiba Swap, AP13, and SHIB Fund. So looks like they're involved with Web3, plug-and-play tools, and supercharged DeFi, gaming, and NFT projects. I think they're the glue that's going to hold all the crypto, a lot of the crypto pieces and parts together. So, but instead of talk about them, let's look at this post that they made. They made this post today, February 3rd. It says, Happy New Year, with many updates related to Unification's business and partners. In the last few weeks, we wanted to take time for a quick article to keep folks in the loop regarding development and work happening at Unification. After a successful mainnet upgrade and well-deserved Christmas break, we've dived straight back into our ongoing projects and have begun researching and fleshing out something new. Dev work to date. Much of the work over the past month or so has been focused on OOO and preparing it for use on Shibarium. Shibarium is a huge project that we're very proud to play a part in. We're advising a fantastic team. Unification has always worked with projects we believe in as architectural development support in our proud to do so with our friends on this project. Given the scope, it's foolish to rush, but work is progressing well. And although the public beta network is yet to be deployed, that day is rapidly moving ever closer. So there's right there is a pretty good hint that we're going to have Shibarium pretty soon. In preparation for the upcoming Shibarium public beta deployment, we've been putting quite a lot of work into optimizing the Go application, both optimizing the application and testing it on the closed private Shibarium alpha network. For those unaware, Go is the application which listens for data requests sent to the router's smart contract, fetches data and sends it back to the requesting contract. Early versions of Go only source data from the FineChains API, but the application was updated last year to enable ad hoc price requests from the DEXs and better support Shibarium's needs. In a nutshell, price requests for a pair are no longer limited to the data available via FineChains API. If a pair is listed on one of the DEXs currently supported by Go an ad hoc price request can be sent to instead. As long as the pair has good liquidity and recent trades on the DEX, its price data will be included in the price calculations. The more DEXs the pair is listed on, the better. The original ad hoc implementation primarily relied on Uniswap-based DEXs. The data is sourced from the respective DEX's subgraph GraphQL data, but the code as it was made it difficult to integrate the wide variety of DEXs we see today. As such, the code handling ad hoc queries has been rewritten to enable a more modular approach that uses a common method interface and price data structure, allowing for much easier integration of new DEX modules. The ad hoc code was also optimized so that the queries to DEX subgraphs now execute in parallel, with the results being processed as soon as the slowest GraphQL query finishes, making ad hoc queries 5 times to 6 times faster than previously. The update has been rolled out to our testnet provider and will be rolled out to ETH mainnet and Polygon soon. Finally, we have been testing on Shibarium Alpha Network. The router smart contract has been successfully deployed along with a test provider and several smart contracts used for testing price data requests. So far, testing has gone well, with the provider successfully fulfilling data requests on the L2 network using bridged test X-Fund for feeds on L2. Okay, so they're keeping the public up to date. They go on to some other things, they go on to other things besides Shibarium, on some other things they're working on. But I'm going to leave the link. As always, I'm going to leave you some reading material so you can do your own research. There's links down here for more information. I've also got some links to some more articles. It's the same related thing. People's pretty much doing what I did. They went to this article, they read it, and then they've made their interpretation on their own web pages. And I'm going to put the links in there, the Bit Times and Crypto News and the Crypto Basic links. So they're pretty much just reporting this release, this press release or news release, whatever blog that Unification put out about Shibarium. So they are a major player in Shibarium. I believe they are a key piece of Shibarium behind the scenes, part of how the communications will go on. But I'm excited. I'm anticipating Shibarium to be released. There's been people been talking like it's going to be released on February 14th. With this article, they're talking like maybe it might be delayed. I don't know. They didn't say that, so I'm going to wait around, see what happens. It's going to be released when it gets released. As a IT person, I can tell you that they are probably doing some heavy testing. They want it to be right when they release it. They want it to all work as efficiently as possible without any errors, without any bugs. And sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes more time than what you would like it to, or what you anticipate it to do. Because sometimes when you're working on something, you don't come across any issues until you actually get working on your project. Just things pop up that you hadn't even imagined could pop up. So, and with crypto, this is a very complicated thing, and it's got to be secure. A lot of transactions require cryptology, and that's got to be exact. It's an exact science. It has to be an exact science for it to all work. So there's many pieces I'm sure that they have to test and validate that it is working correctly. So anyway, so looking at the price again, I mean, this is on a Friday night. This is 9:14 p.m. and the price is still going. It's quad 01475 right here. This says 141 right there, so it's come down. I guess that's the highest price right there that it hit in the last little bit on that candle. But I'm expecting this thing to keep slowly climbing up. Now, is it going to hit $1 next week, next month? Nobody knows what it's going to do. But one thing's for sure, if you look at the chart, it is going up in price. It is slowly going up. You do not want this thing to go up quickly. This is the last thing that you want it to do, is to go up quickly, because it can drop as quickly as it goes up. So what you want it to do is a slow, steady climb up, let the price get up, and hopefully if it starts coming down, the climb down will be a slow, steady decline. And eventually what you want to do is start trading sideways, and it's going up and down, up and down, up and down as the price fluctuates. People buying and selling and different things if they keep trading it. So be patient. I'm still holding my SHIB. I've still got every bit that I originally purchased. I've not sold any of it. I'm holding on to this thing. Am I going to hodl? I'm going to hodl and wait for it to go up. But at the same time, there's no shame in taking a profit. If you sell out and make a profit, if you're in the green and you make a profit, there's no shame in taking a profit. That's why you're investing in this stuff, folks. That's what this is all about. That's why they created this stuff, for people to trade and make money with. And will I stay in SHIB? I don't know. I don't see SHIB being used. I mean, a lot of people talk about using SHIB to buy cars and stuff like this, and I think this is my thoughts. Okay, this may not be the reality that we end up with. I think that most of these cryptos are too volatile for people to let their money set in, to set and hold for purchases like that. I think purchases eventually are going to be made with stable coins like USDC and stuff like that. US stable coin. If there's a British stable coin out there, then people in Britain would be using the British stable coin. Possibly Canadians are probably going to be using the same thing as Britain's going to be using, but you get what I'm saying, though. I think it's going to be a stable coin. It's not going to be a volatile coin. People's going to let their money set in something that's stable, that's holding its value. This right here, SHIB, Dogecoin, Ethereum, these other coins, the digital currency, are speculative investments. You throw your money in it and you expect it to go up at a certain time. You wait for it to come down. You put your money in. You wait for it to come up. You take your money back out. Put it back into a stable coin. That's how this is how I see it working. Now I could be totally wrong. This could stable out and then this could hit a maximal price and it might just stabilize and just trade sideways. I don't know. We won't know till it's all said and done. Crypto is still young. Crypto is still being developed, and I think the powers that be are still working out how it's going to be used. But in my honest opinion, the U.S. is looking into, and I did a video a good while back about the U.S. is looking into having its own digital currency. I think there's several countries that's doing that. There's several countries are planning on that's what they're going to do. You're already digital if you're using debit cards and credit cards and you're not carrying cash. You're making all your transactions with a card. You're already digital. So it's already here. You just haven't accepted the fact that it's here yet, in my opinion. But I think that eventually, I think the U.S. is wanting to move and other countries are going to do this follow suit. Is wanting to move to a digital currency. Paper money will go away as we know it, and it'll all be digital. Which now that worries me because if the internet infrastructure were to ever die, there'd be a lot of people hurting because then at that point you will not be able to buy and sell. Now, the other side of the coin is the government. If they catch you doing something illegal, you're cheating on your taxes or whatever, the government will lock down and can easily just flip a switch and lock your account, and you can't buy or sell with your currencies if it's all digital. They can already do that to most accounts. Anyway, they have the access. I did a story recently on a gentleman that got in trouble for pump and dump stocks, and the first thing they did was locked his finances. They locked his bank accounts where he couldn't draw any money out. He couldn't do anything with the account until the investigation was done. So, and he may not have access to those accounts anymore. He may have had to open up a new account and start over with a fresh account and lost everything in that because of what he was doing. But that's the other side of the coin. They can just lock your assets up. Just somebody behind a desk in front of a computer screen could push a button and lock your assets in a bat of an eye. And there's nothing you can do to get around that. So that's one of the reasons people push for decentralized networks. Whereas you own your own keys, you own your own hardware, your cold wallet, you transfer your crypto over to that wallet, you have access to it, and then you can move it off as you need to. But still, if the network's locked down, you can't make any transactions through the internet, you can't buy online or anything if we lost all network and connectivity. Now, there are safeguards in place to prevent that from happening because the way the internet was designed, if it hits a roadblock trying to get to one location, it'll reroute itself and go another route to get to that location. So we shall see how things will progress. It's been amazing. It's been a wild trip, this life I've seen. We went from the black and white cathode ray tube TVs to flat screen TVs. We've gone to not having computers to everybody. Most people have computers in their home. Your cell phone has more power than the first computers that come out when I first got into IT. And we went from having landlines and all, across the nation. My family even had party lines at one time, and I remember people listening in, and I could pick up if somebody's talking. You could listen in on somebody's conversation. It might make them mad, and they could probably tell who picked up by the clicks or whatever when you picked up the phone. But it's times have changed. Technology is changing fast. It's changing real fast. In the next 10 years, next 20 years, we're probably going to see a lot more mind-boggling changes that nobody's even imagined. So, anyway, I'm still bull on Shiba. I'm holding. I'm going to hold. Now, at some point, I will sell my Shiba and collect my profits. Is what I will do, and that's the whole plan, and that's what you should do too. There's no shame in taking a profit. That's why you do this. That's why you buy into this. Am I telling you to buy into this? No. You need to make your own decisions. Do your own research. I want to put links in the description. I think Shiba's on the way back up. Well, who knows how high it's going to get. I've seen a few people say it might maybe go up 600% and hit like 0.7 of a cent. And I'm still going to be, in the green if it does that, and I'll be fine with that if that's what it does. I'll jump on to the next crypto that's hot that everybody's talking about. But right now, Shiba and Doge are two coins that a lot of people are talking about, and a lot of people are really enthusiastic about. And I'm staying in for the long run. We're going to see what happens with this coin. But anyway, hold on though in there. I've not gone anywhere. I'm still holding on to my SHIB. I've still got a lot of penny stocks that's been down. There's some stuff is coming back up. AT&T, I bought into it a while back. I'm still collecting dividends off of that. But at the same time, it dropped down to $15, whereas I'd bought in and $20.32 a share. If you saw my video, I put about $15,000 into it. And the tip ranks is still expecting to go up to about $23, $24 a share. If I hit about $23, $24, I'm probably going to, I may roll my money back out of it and wait for it to come back down again and lock in my profits. But there's been some rumors about some deals. I believe I did a previous video about that a while back, about AT&T and one of the satellite networks doing a deal. Will it come to fruition? I don't know. I think they're still going through talks. I think it's a possibility it might happen. They just got to get both sides to agree on what they want to do and how they're going to go forward. And once there's an agreement, it's going to happen. But if they never come to an agreement, it may never happen. We don't know. We won't know until it happens. But I think AT&T's here to stay. It's a good stock. Am I telling you to buy it? Nope. I'm not telling you, but I think it's a stable stock for you to get into if you're interested. And the main thing is it will pay you dividends every 3 months. They pay you a dividend. It's more than what your interest will give you off a savings account. In this day and time, I believe you're safer, you're wiser to go into a stock that's paying dividends. Especially an old school stock that's been around for years. It just makes sense to me. But what do I know? I'm just a crazy old coot in East Tennessee that likes to talk about crypto and stocks. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I'm just a crazy old man in East Tennessee talking about investing into this stuff. And this is just for entertainment purposes and information. But again, I will leave links to let you do your own research and let you make your own decisions. I mean, just play it smart. Look at the chart. This chart right here is going up. But will it come back down? I don't know. Only time will tell. If you guys have bought way down here, if you guys were down here and bought in here, hey, congrats to you. I'm sure people have bought that way down here. And these people that have bought right when we were down here in the price, that's in the green now. And if it goes on back up to like 3 or 4, quad 0, 3 or 4, and people's doubled their money, that's good for you. Good for you. I mean, that's what, like I said, is what this is all about. That's playing it smart. But don't get emotional if the price comes down and sell. I did not sell AT&T at $15. When it dropped down to $15, I am still in AT&T. I'm still in the red. I'm still down about $300 right now as of closing the day. So I'm holding on to AT&T. I don't think AT&T's going anywhere. And if you've not sold, you've not lost any money. You only lose money when you sell at a loss. If you hold on to your investment till it goes back up in the green, That's the wise thing to do. Anyway, that's my 2 cents, folks. I appreciate you watching my video. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you have a good weekend coming up. And I appreciate everybody's support. I've got a handful of supporters here that's been dedicated and stuck with me and kept their subscription to my channel. I really appreciate you. I'd like to hit about 1,500 subscribers or more. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to keep cranking out videos. I've just slowed down because the market's been down. This past year, 2022 has been a bad year for crypto and stocks. So there's been a few that's made money off of stocks and stuff, and a lot of people, if you're wise, and I'm looking into this, I'm not done it. I will add this: I am looking at playing options, calls and puts. Try to educate myself on it and try to get the mechanics down of how that works and what you need to look for. But if I get deep enough into it, I may start doing some paper trading on E-Trade and do some videos on some trades as I do the trades and see if I can make some money in paper trading. If I can make some money on the paper trade account, E-Trade. It's the broker I use, and this is not a paid advertisement, it's just who I use. I think they start you out with $100,000. You can reset it if you mess up and you lose money. You can reset it and start over. But the paper trading, just a quick informational note. Paper trading is what you use with your brokerage to practice your trading technique to see if it's going to work for you without losing your own money. They give you fake money to trade with. You go trade, and you see if you can actually turn that money from 100,000 to 200,000 to 300,000 or 400, however far you want to go. So, it's a good tool. I really suggest before you try any kind of trading of any, you can do it with just regular, just buying stocks too, and penny stocks as well. It works without doing options. But if you want to play and you're afraid of losing money, you want to see if you can make money, that's a good way to do it, because the paper trading account follows the prices of the live accounts. And it's a risk-free way to see if you really know what you're doing. If what you think will work. You can prove your theories and your thoughts. And if you're watching somebody else, like you're watching me or something, you can, if I've mentioned something, you can try to test that out in the paper trading and see if it works for you. So, that being said, I do highly recommend paper trading. Just to be safe, just to practice before you try with a real account. And if you do actually trade with real money, again, please only use money that you're okay with losing. Don't invest any more than you're willing to lose, because you can lose it quicker than you can make it in stocks and crypto, because it's especially penny stocks and crypto, because they're so volatile. You can lose a lot of money in just in a heartbeat. And the same, you can lose even more if you're doing options. So options will multiply your losses down the road. So you really need to use paper trading. If you really want to try options, you need to try it with paper trading first. Anyway, this is some friendly advice. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to give you some friendly advice, and this is what I recommend to keep you safe from losing your money. I do not want to see anybody or hear anybody lose any money. We're all in this. Everybody that's in here trying to trade is trying to be in here to win. And that's the goal. That should be your ultimate goal. Anyway, I'm going to hush up, but I'm glad to see you in the video, and appreciate everybody's support that's been supporting me over the time that I've had this channel, and I am continuing to do videos. Again, the market's been down, stocks have been down, crypto's been down, excuse me, but everything seems to be on the rise up. As you can see with this chart on Shiba, everything seems to be going up. Let's go to Bitcoin's up to 23 now. Let's drop this down. One day. Why is this chart not doing the same thing? Now it is. It finally did it. It finally did it. So you saw what? I mean, look at that drop right there. That's why you don't want it to go up fast, because it could drop that fast too. But as you can see, Bitcoin, it's on the way up too. So in the other coins, just like Shiba Inu, are going to follow suit the same way. Shiba, Ethereum is slowly on the rise up. Shiba's got a sharper thing. Let's look at Doge. Doge is not quite a sharp ride. I think the reason Shiba's got this sharp rise up is because of the anticipation of Shibarium to be released. I do believe. I believe the anticipation of Shibarium is the main thing. So we shall see. It's holding better, higher prices. The volume is up right here. I believe it's because of the news and the excitement about Shibarium and the anticipation of Shibarium. I do feel like the price will climb, but we won't know till everything's said and done. But anyway, just wanted to throw this video out there. Wanted to talk about that article. Again, I'm going to leave links in the description for you to look it up and read up on this stuff. And I appreciate, again, all your support, and I hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh, my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.